tactic of kick of that length on the small Bowman Park. You can launch that.
Feels looking good though, Gil. Feels looking good. And this
I
water...
would say that it is never looks better.
No, I would agree, mate. And this water is only going to do wonders. And we see Ridge Hills gets it into the box.
Oh,
But Matheson is able to clear it for a
throw
in.
On the edge of our seats there.
Yeah. That's what the people want. Now, I think we might be setting up here with just a classic 4-3-3, but I'm yet to determine for the Ridge Hills setup. But they're a tidy side, aren't they, Gil? What can you tell us about the opposition?
It's a solid kit. I will give them that much. The research I've conducted so far, it's a very tidy kit.
Yep. Tactical masterclass from Gil, as always, as Gold is able to clear that out. Mappery gets the ball, but Russell is able to regain possession, plays it back to Palmer.
In the middle of the field there.
Palmer scuffs it, though, to Ovo. What can Ovo do from here? He's going to have a dig, and it's out for a throw, Bardon throw. And you see there the club man, Corbin, plays the last game, now runs the line. What can't this man do?
There's not a job that man can't do.
Melville White plays it up to Ovo. Ovo to Stanley, beautiful, back to Ovo. Can Ovo get a weapon here? He can, but cleared out by Adams. Boardman's able to get it back. He lobs it down, but they're able to clear it out. To Congera. Congera plays Gold. Gold plays out, finds Mappery. Can Mappery find Josiah? He can, but he can't get the return. Bardon still in possession with Gold, plays it through to Congera. What's Congera going to do with this? Back to Gold. Through to Stanley. What can Stanley do? And he plays it through ball to Josiah, who is not running onto it. Rich Hill's ball.
Some pretty football there from Bardon, though. Difficult to keep the ball well
Promising
on this pitch
signs.
at times.
Definitely. Josiah, some nice fancy footwork there, gets it to Stanley, but Stanley's unable to find Boardman in the middle. And it is a Ridge Hills throw from about halfway.
Some tidy control there, though, in the front half from Bardon. Seems that maybe the tactic today is back third. Let's get it up the front. There's been a few long balls, a few turnovers, but once in that front third, aiming to keep possession.
Absolutely, and a tidy clearance there from Matheson. Ridge Hills brings it up for a throw.
I think your 4-3-3 might be on the money there for Ridge Hills too, Sam. That's research.
That's it. It's just pure vision. I take after my long-term mentor, Ross Parker, who I hope him and Fee are also having a great Mother's Day.
More Fee.
Definitely more Fee,
yeah.
And Perkins is bringing us back in with a goal kick. Who can he find off this? Lobs it into the middle. Can he get to Boardman? He can. Boardman.
Good flick on.
Is looking for Ovo, but Barand is able to clear it out, but only so far as Ovo again. Ovo finds Boardman, gets back onto it. What can he do here? He has a shot. Not a bad shot there, but Palmer is easily able to catch it.
Again, very good combination play from Bardon in the front third.
Palmer launches back up, finds Sparks, and plays it out to the winger, who's looking back, and can Boardman run onto this off a misplaced pass back to their centre back? But he can't quite get there. Ridge Hills get it back into the midfield and still have possession as they lob it forward. Bit of a hit and hope there. And Melville White is able to keep it around, but he loses the ball. Probably should have just cleared it there.
Oh.
And rest in peace, the corner flag.
Seen a lot of action.
We have.
Far corner in the first 5 minutes.
We've got to share the action across the field, you know. Plays is unable to control it, and Ridge Hills get possession. But Melville White's able to get it to Mappery. Mappery tries to find Stanley and retains, but deemed a foul by the referee.
A little bit harsh that, I think.
Yeah, I
Used
think
his body well. Some
now it looks like,
tall members of the Ridge Hill team heading towards the penalty box. Quite a tall team, actually.
and that's a number 15, I think, who I don't have on my team sheet. So delightful.
A couple of bodies falling to the ground there.
And Ovo looks for Boardman here. I think Boardman will be favourite to get this. And he is.
Can he find some feed? He's got some bodies in the box.
Can he get it into the middle? Great ball through. What can Josiah do?
Oh.
And that's not a bad... I mean, the shot probably could have been better, but not a bad reaction save there from the keeper. Lobs it back in the middle. What can we do here? Ridge Hills is able to clear. What can Congera do? He's going to have a dig from distance. And he finds the creek.
Dangerous on the counter-attack there, Bardon.
Yeah.
Good speed to get forward from Josiah.
Absolutely.
Good strike, I think. Difficult. Taking it first time on the Bardon bobble. I don't know, to get a clean strike away. He's a better footballer than I am, that's for sure.
Yes, you and me both, mate. You and me both. Yeah, I think Bardon will be feeling a bit hard done by there. I think that, I mean, that was a beautiful build-up play. Great through, cross through to Josiah. And Josiah, I mean, to be fair, he hit it well.
He did.
But...
you got to find the corners.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Well, all the time, ideally.
That's it. That's it. And Ridge Hills draws it up the line, but Melville White is able to pick that up quite easily. Bounces back from Ridge Hills, and Matheson takes possession, lobs it into the air, into the midfield, and somehow Ovo's winning that against someone double his size. That guy's an athlete.
Remarkable leap. High jumper in another life, I'm sure.
But the referee does appear to have signalled potentially a foul, potentially a drop ball.
It does appear to be a head injury, though.
Yeah. Ovo's absolutely speckied him here. Oh, we've got a bit of a break in play. We can start having a little look at how Ridge Hills is shaping up. Looks like we've got Russell playing out as right back. And who else can I see from here? Oh, that's nice. There's another 29 who I also don't have on the team sheet. This is fantastic. I think I've been fed misinformation from the Ridge Hills manager.
They're no doubt aware of your tactical acumen and the research you've put in beforehand, and were, you know, naturally worried about the information we had to pass on to Coach Mabry.
Yeah.
Isn't
really throwing my system though, Gil. It's really throwing my system. We got Sparks up top though. We'll see if he is the spark that they need to do well in this game, as they say.
I'm not even going to acknowledge that.
Yeah, it's one for those listening at home. And looks like we're finally restarting play. Melville White with a throw, finds Stanley. Stanley finds Boardman. Boardman can't quite find Ovo, but Ovo's able to get it back anyway. Oh, and a miss tackle there from Russell, but no one's running onto it. Josiah's able to regain possession to Stanley. Stanley looks for Ovo. Ovo dinks it forward. Can he get it back? He can.
Oh,
and knocks it back across the face, but there's no one there to receive it.
There's no doubt that the pace in Bardon's front three are causing problems at the moment. Skipped past with ease there. Ovenden. Need to convert one of these chances soon, though, I think, Sam.
Absolutely right. We know how these games can go. We want to put the pressure on early, and we want to start getting a little bit of a cushion. Don't want to have to be chasing the game in the 80th minute on Bowman Park. It can be a tough one.
Goal kick going long.
Going to try and find midfield, and yep.
Well won by Teresi.
Congera has the ball, but Yule's able to retrieve it. And it's up to the winger. And he keeps possession. What can he do here? He's played it into the middle. What can Yule do? Yule hits it in to Sparks. To their number 7.
Good
to Yule
charge.
again. And they can't do anything with it. But that's corner for them, and a bit of a wake-up call for us. They've had about 3 or 4 shots there as we look to the instant replay. Yeah, we can see that's a good take there from the winger and a good cutback through. But yeah, Ewell, I think, would be wanting to have done better there, as would Sparks. And as we go to the corner, what can we do here? First corner of the game for Ridge Hills. And it's comfortably kicked out by Teresi. Whipped back in, but then cleared out again. And Teresi then comfortable clearance as it goes back into the Ridge Hills half. Stanley there chasing the keeper, who's able to clear it back out to the left winger. He's facing forward. What can he do with it? He's going to try and take Congera on, and Congera is able to clear it out.
Perhaps a missed opportunity for a quick switch there. Bardon hadn't really set up.
Yeah, just I think trying to consider the options a bit and took a little bit too long. But as we're bringing it back in for a throw for Ridge Hills, he's going to go for the line. He is, but no one's running through. And Matheson is able to clear that back upfield to Boardman. But the Ridge Hills centre back is able to play it back to the keeper, and we're bringing it back forward again. Melville White knocks it back into the middle. Cleared back from the Ridge Hills back to Ewell. But Teresi is able to clear that out for a throw.
Very no nonsense in the back third from Bardon today. No risks are being taken.
When in doubt, kick it out, as they say. And Teresi and Matheson definitely subscribe to that theory. And that is straight out for a goal kick off the throw.
Don't think it'd be hard to argue against that idea on the conditions and surface that we find ourselves playing football on today.
Don't really know what you're talking about there, Gil. I'll have to let you expand on that.
Not necessarily the smoothest surface, the best conditions with the weather. You want to get that ball into the front third as quick as you can and then look to control, I think.
And clearance out into the middle, and Congera is able to regain possession. Matheson hits it back into the middle, but Ridge Hills are able to regain. Congera, Mappery's able to get the ball. Mappery looking for Ovo but can't find him, finds their left back instead, who's able to find their left winger. And then Melville White, I think, is able to clear it, for a Ridge Hills throw.
Despite the best efforts from Redburn on the far side, it's going to be a Ridge Hills throw-in.
It's the fastest I've seen him run down that line. And we've got Russell with the ball. What can he do with it? It's not a bad little lob there. Looking for Sparks, but only finds Perkins. What can Perkins do with it? That's it. Lobs it into the air, crosses halfway, cleared out by Russell, but regained by Bardon through Tyler Mappery. Mappery to Gold, Gold back to Mappery. Mappery looks for Josiah, but Josiah a bit of a heavy touch there, but is able to find Teresi. Teresi looks to Congera.
I'm sure that was the intended target to begin with.
Absolute rocket. Finds Melville White, and then Melville White finds Ovo, but the Ridge Hills left back is able to clear it out. And Melville White is going to bring us back in for a throw. Looks for Boardman, but is unable to find. And we're going to have a foul against Ridge Hills for a coming together of Mappery and Adams.
Neither team's really got much control, I don't think, in the last couple of minutes. Been a bit basketball-like, back and forth, few fouls. Both sides struggling to keep the ball on the deck. As we go long, Teresi clears.
And finds Josiah. What can Josiah do? Can he get through?
Trying to bring it down.
Playing advantage here off a strange coming together.
Argue a few fouls in both directions were committed then.
And then we've got Brandt with the ball. Whips it in, but only finds Matheson. Ridge Hills gains possession again, but Gold is able to head it out. Back to Russell. Bit of ping-pong going on here in the Bardon half, but Perkins is able to collect.
Very well read.
Got Melville White. Who can he find? Can he find Boardman? That's a great ball. He can find him. What can Boardman do here? Takes it in the box. Beautiful here. What can Stanley do? That is delightful football. That is absolutely liquid football, as they say.
Fantastic.
And that is how fast the counter can work. Great ball down the right. Great cross. And very tidy finish. As we look to the replay here. Yeah, Melville White's done great here, but also Boardman is able to stand up 2 players, take possession, and Stanley, no nonsense, straight into the goal.
Fantastic run. Not the first time I've seen Boardman make that run out to the right from the middle and get that longer pass and then find a body in the box. It was good to see that one be converted. Very well to hold off 2 players and cut that one back.
Absolutely. I think the Ridge Hills coaching staff will be feeling a little bit frustrated there because it was a nice 2-on-1 situation and Boardman made it look a little too easy. But the game is but young. 20 minutes in, 1-0 Bardon. Gold's able to clear it out to Boardman. Boardman hits Stanley. What can Stanley do? That's safe at the back there.
I think it may have been offside.
Holland.
Another example, though, of... Oh, we had a bit of a clash there between the 2 centre-backs. Another example of Boardman's this strength to hold off the defenders and bring others into play.
Absolutely.
As he wins another header, flicks it onto Ovenden.
What can Ovo do here? We've got Holland trying to stand him up. Boardman gets the ball. Just hits it just wide of the goal. Ridge Hills bring it forward, but Melville White's able to clear. He finds Ovo. What can Ovo do with it? He's looking for Boardman. No, he's looking for Congera. Finds Congera. Finds Mapri. Mapri looks for Boardman, but unable to find it. And Holland is able to clear.
Bardon just maybe settling into a little bit more control there. A few passes through the midfield. Ridge Hill's sitting off a little bit more, maybe trying to soak up some pressure before hitting some more counters of their own.
Melville White brings it in, but Ridge Hills regains possession. Mapri able to keep it in. Finds Ovo. Ovo, a little dink through to Stanley. Stanley looks for Ovo and finds him. Ovo running up. What can we do in the middle here? Plays it in, but Adams is able to clear it for a Bardon throw.
Maybe perhaps not quite enough bodies in the box for that cross there.
Yeah, it was nice from Ovo, but...
Needs some support. Some feet to find.
Boardman with the ball to Melville White, but Holland's able to clear it for another Bardon throw. Melville White bringing us in. He's going to look for Mapri, but he finds Congera. Plays on Ovo. Ovo back to Congera. What can Congera do here? He's got a bit of time. He finds Gold. Gold's going to whip, but doesn't quite find Ovo. Now, that's good from Gold. Good pressure there on the right wing. And Gold with the ball again. Dinks it out. And Ridge Hill's throw. Russell brings it back into play. Finds Sparks. What can Sparks do? Nutmegs Congera. And Mapri's able to clear it for a Ridge Hills throw. Russell bringing us in with another throw. Going to look for their right winger, but Goldie is able to clear it out to Stanley. And Ovo's bumped off the ball. We'll call that 50-50. Melville White gets possession. What is he going to do here? He's going to play it up the line, but he only finds just centre mid.
Well won by Teresi.
Teresi still up high. It's all right. Back to their winger. What can the winger do? Can he find a whip? He can. Not a bad whip there.
Have some hands in the back there, I would have thought.
We'll go to VAR for sure. And Yule, a bit dangerous there in the box. He's kind of been all over the park at the moment. I think Yule playing, I want to say number 8, I think. But he's been a bit of a workhorse and obviously a big lad, so he's
threat from set pieces.
Yeah, certainly making himself known to the Bardon defenders. Oh, and Teresi, that is a risky clearance. But it was never in doubt, always going out.
Nor was it ever hitting his hand for a handball.
No, never. Or even both handballs as he pirouetted around. And Ridge Hills gets set up for a second corner of the match. As we said earlier, you got Yule lurking at the back post. Can he find? Not quite. But we'll get another whip back in. And that's a good clearance there from Goldie. Ooh. But safe hands from Perkins.
Need to make sure we're starting to win the first ball a little bit more here. Some of these corners.
Josiah on the ball. He's going to play Stanley. Stanley going to play Congera.
Good football.
But Congera unable to find Boardman. But it's going to come back to Andy Gold. And we've got a bit of time on the ball here from the left back. He's going to look through for Ovo, and he's going to find him here. This is a beautiful ball. What can Ovo do? Can he find Boardman? Oh, this is lovely, but not quite telegraphed there, I think. And Stanley's going to try and whip it back in. Finds Boardman. Boardman through.
Another cut back. Oh.
And Ovo just misses the return ball. That was 2 very good options there from Bardon. As we look at the instant replay here, play it back out to Stanley. Stanley has a bit of time here. Very nice whip through to Boardman. And unfortunately, Ovo can't bring that back.
Huge threat so far in these first 26 minutes from Bardon. Is that run from Boardman off the shoulder and then the cut back into the box.
They were definitely playing the offside there. They were wanting it. They weren't going to get it.
Redburn did not come to their aid.
As we whip it in. Oh, and Boardman just knocks it over the bar. And we lose another ball to the
good delivery there from young Mapri.
Again, some very nice football from the Bardon attacking units. But, yeah, I think, again, Coach Mapri will be feeling a little bit hard done by that we are not 2 in front.
Certainly more opportunities and the better chances so far.
Palmer brings us back in. Finds midfield. Gets Yule. Yule's looking for the winger but doesn't find him. Russell
well
back into deep. Finds their left winger. Plays it back to Brandt. And Brandt loses it to Ovo. But Ovo is unable to find Boardman there.
Ambitious
there from Matheson as he looks to find Boardman over the top, but he only finds the touchline. Palmer bringing us back in for a goal kick. And it looks like he's going to try and find Yule. Doesn't quite find him, but Ridge Hills retain possession. And Brandt has the ball, but Matheson. Nice clearance for a Ridge Hills throw. And Brandt's going to bring us back in. What can he do here? He's going to find midfield, who is going to find 15. 15 back to the winger. Teresi's able to clear it out. And Mapri is able to make sure.
Probably regretting not having a long throw option here, Ridge Hills, the number of throws they've had in this part of the field.
Absolutely. That was a bit of a tame shot there from the centre mid.
Shot, switch, pass, cross.
I think it depends where it goes.
Yeah. Incomplete nonetheless.
Yeah, there's a bit of a lack of urgency here. But there's still a side to be reckoned with, so Bardon needs to keep the intensity up. Perkins brings us back in, looking for Boardman. Doesn't quite find him. And Holland is able to clear it back out, but Gold can bring it back down. Ridge Hills gains possession again. Sparks on the ball. Oh, and that's lovely. Finds Yule. And Congera is able to clear up.
Teresi coming out with the goods there on the old rule, but he got the ball, I think.
Yes. Yes, a bit of home advantage there. Always helps. Mapri with the ball. He looks forward to Ovo, but Ovo wasn't making that run. There's been a lot of stuff in the centre of the park so far, so I think for me, man of the match at the moment is this light pole that's in front of my vision. But it's a good thing you can see around it, Gil. And Ridge Hills brings it back in, and Melville White clears it back out.
3 metre gain there for Ridge Hills.
It's a possession-based game. And they are
Not a territory-based game, so it's an interesting tactic.
slowly working up the field. And they bring it back in. Nice. That's not a bad throw there, but it seems like I think Perkins will be able to pick this one up. Although Yule breaks into a sprint to try and get it
Big
back.
man can run.
He has been everywhere. I mean, he's been quality for them so far. Congera gets the ball, and there's Yule again. But Ovo is able to pick up the ball. What can he find here? Finds Mapri. What's Mapri going to do with it? He's going to play Gold. Gold's dangerous with the left foot there. He's able to find Perez. Perez, nice little dink through to Mapri. Mapri can't quite get the cross in.
Really is everywhere. Yule as the left back from Ridge Hills pressed right across the field. Dropped in to assist.
And that is a corner ball.
I'm sure the GPS data post-match will reveal that it's covered every blade of grass. Which there are so many.
No comment. And I think we're bringing it in for a corner. Can't quite see over the gazebo.
Interesting change of tactic this year from Bardon Latrobe. The benches have moved to the clubhouse side of the field.
And whips it in. And Teresi is able to clear it out.
Get over the top of it. Not sure clearing it out would be.
Well, I think the
what
man.
Marcus would have.
I think the man is just a natural defender, and he just he sees a ball coming across goal, and he just
going anywhere with the back of the net.
Wants to get it out of there. Yeah, I think the change in dugouts was more of a it's less walk to pack it down.
Yeah, look, it's something I can get behind.
Yeah. And the rain.
Corbin Redburn and James Morris finally.
Yes.
Sick of walking it back from the far side, and changes had to be made.
That's it. It's a big walk. It is a big walk. And the rain is getting more and more intense now. It's definitely going to be a long game of football for those out on the field. Keeper brings it back into play. And again, Yule is able to dink it on, but he finds only Congera. Congera finds Matheson, who finds Ovo. Ovo's running with the ball. He finds Boardman, but Boardman isn't able to quite control it, and Ridge Hills play it back out. But Ovo's able to regain, gets its way to Ben Stanley, who's able to find Ovo, and that's a delightful ball through. Finds Boardman. Boardman looks for another little dink, finds it. We've got 2 players down here from Ridge Hills. What's Boardman going to do? He's going to whip it in straight over the goal. I'm not really sure what's happened here.
Some kind of innocuous clash.
Some kind of clash. See if we get we're going to replay here. What's happened here? Got 2 Ridge Hills guys, and they have just absolutely clattered themselves.
Look, I hope no one's hurt, but that is that's unfortunate. We'll say that. That's unfortunate.
I mean, that's community football right there. That's a 50-50 with your own player. But hopefully they're okay, because they do look in quite a bit of pain, Gil. That's not good. Looks like he's fallen on his shoulder, I think. I think that's probably... So I think one of those players was Adams, the centre back, and he's back up. Looks like, yeah, he looks like he's hurt his shoulder. This isn't good for the guys. We've got Bardon, the left back, as well. Bardon's now up. And looks like he's walking it off. Potentially just winded. And it does look like all of the players will play on, which is good to see.
It is. It is interesting to note that although the physio went on, both players are still on the pitch. Maybe something for the referee to have a bit of a think about at half time. A little check up on the old laws of the game.
Oh, what do we know? We're just the commentators.
Me, I'd never be a stickler for those. Not once in my life.
No, no, no. And Perkins collects the ball and is going to whip it back into the middle, looking for Ovo. And what can he find? He finds Ovo, but then Bardon is able to clear it. Still clutching his ribs there a little bit, so let's hope there's not any more serious damage. And Ovo's going to bring it back in. He's going to look for Boardman, and he finds Boardman. What can Boardman do with it? No, Boardman loses it to Yule. Yule, the guy's just everywhere.
He's everywhere.
Finds Sparks. Sparks is looking for the winger here, and that winger's got some pace about him.
He does. Gold's been keeping up with him so far, though.
What are we going to do with it? Oh, he dinks it back in, but there's no one there. They're still able to find possession. Russell crosses in to Yule, but Perkins is able to pick it up.
Begins it, ends it.
I'm very impressed. I mean, this is a big man. He's everywhere. Good fitness. Stanley gets the ball, plays it through to Boardman. Boardman looks for Melville White. Melville White brings it back in for a throw, finds Ovo. And that's a very good clearance there from Adams. Not Adams, sorry, from Holland. And I think that's gone out for a corner. Yeah, it has. We've been good from set pieces. Let's see what we can do here. We've got 3 at the corner at the moment, which is an unusual tactic.
This looks like a very
and Yule just kicks it out.
rehearsed set play, but perhaps didn't quite go as intended.
Yeah, maybe lull them into a false sense of security, and then, you know, the Teresi banger potentially was the set piece.
I like it though. Creativity, set pieces, it's really important.
It is. We're playing short at the moment. Oh, and that could have potentially gone quite badly for Holland. As the keeper takes it short, and then Holland takes a heavy touch into the path of Boardman. But again, the ball bobbles for a throw-in.
Prime example of why your co-commentator loves a left-footed player at left-sided centre-back. As he tried to come back in onto his right, you've got to open that body up and play out the other side.
That's it. That's it, Gil.
Every team needs a David Bounds-like character on the left of the central defensive partnership. Not every team's so lucky.
That's it. That's it. And we're bringing it back for a throw. Brandt's going to bring us in. Going to look for the left winger. Can't find him. Instead, finds Melville White. Melville White has a bit of time. Knocks it back into the middle for Boardman. Boardman gets possession, but is dispossessed by Holland. Holland's looking for the winger there, and that's a very good ball through. What can Holland do? Can he cut it back? He can. But thankfully, Matheson is able to clear it out to Congera.
But you won't get those kind of switches from your left-footed left-sided centre-back.
No,
so
that's very true.
What do I know?
Bit of a mix in the middle, but Stanley's able to gain possession. Plays a semi-square ball back to Congera. Congera through to Mapri. Mapri up to Josiah. What can Josiah do? Stands up the centre-back. And Ovo gets possession, but then Russell is able to clear it to their left winger. Their left winger looking forward to Sparks, finds him. A bit of a shirt pull there from Matheson, but the ref is playing on. Left wing knocks it back in. Melville White, safety out. Back to Barant. Congero gains possession. Congero is going to look back to Perkins. Oh, very dangerous ball to play on this field, but never in doubt. Russell plays through to their centre mid. Looks back to Adams, and Adams is looking through to the winger. But Goldie is able to knock it back to Perkins, who was able to knock it up the touchline and keeps it in. And then Adams, no-nonsense centre-back, straight out.
Just to rewind a few seconds there, Sam, you can almost hear the fear in your voice as you describe the square pass being played earlier. You can hear the screams of Ross Parker emanating from the gap.
It's just like a noise on the wind. And we start again from a goal kick from Palmer. Knocks it back into the midfield. And a bit of a wasted ball there from number 15.
Those bounce.
Perkins with the ball. What are we going to do from a knock it forward? Again, going to look for Boardman. No, but it may find Ovo, but no. Safe hands from Palmer as he's going to bring us back.
With,
and he's going to try and send one right back to Perkins. Tries to find Yule, but only finds Teresi. Teresi finds Melville White. Melville White finds Stanley, but their centre mid is able to retain it. Barant gets it back and then hits a nice touch finder, but that's not going out for a goal kick. That's going to be a throw from the left corner. We've got it. Only a few minutes to go in the half, plus whatever stoppage time the Football Queensland refs grace us with. So I imagine we've only got a few minutes left. And to be honest, I don't blame them. I wouldn't want to be out there any longer than the regulation 45 minutes. Melville White brings us back in.
Didn't have quite the break for an injury.
We've
had a goal.
We did.
Had 5 or 6, I reckon.
Yes. From the comfort of our waterproof tarpaulin and beers, I also think we should have another 5 minutes. Melville White brings us in for a throw. He's going to look for Ovo just up the line. No nonsense. But centre-back Adams is able to knock it back to the goalkeeper. What are we doing from here? Oh, the goalkeeper's going to do some tricky stuff. It's worked for him this time, but Congero has actually been able to regain possession in the middle to Mapri. Mapri looks for Stanley but can't quite find him, but Ovo's able to regain. Ovo plays Mapri. What's Mapri going to do here? He's going to have a dig, and the ball's in the middle now. To Boardman, but Russell. Safe foot there, out
Flat
for a
feet
corner.
From a couple of Bardon players in the box there. You'll be a bit more aware and trusting their captain to win the flick on, because more often than not he does.
And we're going to have another corner for the game for Bardon. Looks like Mapri's going to bring this in again.
We've got the same setup. The crowd in the front post.
Congero running through. We're going to get a little bit of short action here. We are. What are we doing here from Congero?
Peels away. I reckon this one was meant to go to the back post.
Is he going to be able to whip? He is. And whips it straight out.
Creative.
Yeah, it was creative. Look, I'm not going to comment on the corner tactics, but I think personally, I'm not a big fan of a short corner. I just feel like,
put it in the fucking mixer.
Put it in the mixer. Sorry there for our viewers at home. Very passionate co-commentator here. Yes, but I do think putting it in the mixer is. I think that is the. I just feel like if you bring in your centre backs up, they only have so much in the tank. You bring them up, you have a short corner, you lose possession.
It's just it's a bit more Brexit footy than I thought you were into.
Sometimes, It's traditional. And we get the ball played through, but it looks like Boardman has been pinged for a foul here. He's a bit confused. So am I. But that was mainly because I couldn't see it because the light pole was in the way. And Holland's going to bring us back in as he looks to find the left wing. And he does, but Mapri is able to dispossess him. And Barant whips one in the box here. And that was, what are we doing here, Gold? Yeah, he's going to whip it through. And Yule, again, he's in there with an interesting slide. Stanley looking for Boardman, and Boardman is offside. That was a very interesting passage of play there.
I'm a little surprised we didn't hear a whistle for a foul on Perkins.
I think that was,
We certainly didn't get the ball. We can't rely on that old one.
No, there was hands all over the goalkeeper there. But that's all right. Goldie was able to knock it through. And we've got deja vu as Holland lines up for another free kick from just behind the halfway line. Finds Melville White. Melville White gets a second crack at it, but no, the midfield number 5 is able to knock it through for a Bardon throw. And Melville White is sprinting to get the ball.
A replay here of this
ball
incident into the box.
And look at this here. We've got Sparks. I would say that is a dubious.
Look, you can tell me to pick up a whistle and do it myself, but that's a foul.
Yeah. But that's all right. Nothing came of it, so we play on. And that's the 45 minutes done. Let's see how much out of time we get. And Holland knocks it out for another throw. Finds Josiah. And Barant clears it. And we're back again with Melville White. Melville White finds Boardman. Boardman finds Perez. Back to Boardman. Boardman finds Perez again. What can Perez do? Finds Boardman. To Melville White. Bit of a dink in. But safety first there from Adams, who's able to find the right winger. Who's looking for Sparks, but Teresi should be favourite to get that, and is. And a little bit of, hey, how you going? From Marcus Teresi there.
As we count down the seconds to the halftime whistle. One final chance for Ridge Hills. Maybe the long throw will come from the right.
I'm going to bring it back into play. Surely not long now. Sparks with the ball, but that's a good clearance there for Kungera. Plays Russell. Oh, and then Ovo is just everywhere. We just had a lovely message there from our under-18 coach extraordinaire, Steve Box. Loving the commentary. And for those playing at home, we had a very strong win from the under-18s today. A 7-0 drubbing of Newmarket. Something you always love to see.
You love to see.
Hat-trick from old Garbolini, which is not something you love to see. But we've got some other people on the score sheet as well, which is nice that he's finally deciding to share it around. And that is half-time here at the home of football, Bowman Park.
That's some brave footwear from Coach Mapri in the black leather shoes in this weather.
That is, in this weather, in this economy. All right, well, we will be back with you after the halftime break, re-beard and ready to go. See you soon. And we are back here for the second half. Bardon Latrobe versus Ridge Hills. Bardon 1-0 up in the first half. And Ridge Hills takes the kick. We're playing it through to Yule again. Yule up to Johnson on the left wing there. And the ball has, I think Johnson's kept it in, but Bardon is able to regain possession. But Congera in the midfield knocks it through. Ridge Hills is able to gain. Ridge Hills in the middle, and Brandt with a speculative cross through. And it'll be out for a throw from Perkins.
Goal kick from Perkins. Perez with the header. Down to Gold. Ball forward is turned over. Ridge Hills clear from the back. It's Melville White. Heads to safety and we'll have another throw in. Brandt here for Ridge Hills with the throw. Spark turns over. It's regained though. Sorry, not Spark. That's one of our missing numbers from the team sheet.
I think it must be Bernard with a 7 instead of an 8.
I'm buying it.
I think that's what it has to be. Because then we have a midfield of Stratford, Bernard and Yule. Crowd favourite.
Should have checked in with the punters at halftime actually to see if the love-in on Yule was spread beyond the commentary box. Perkins is lining up to go long from another goal kick. Well won by the man himself. Congera brings it down for Bardon Latrobe. Possession well retained. Might have thought advantage could have been played then. I think the light pole got in my way, so I'm not entirely sure what happened.
And Melville White stands over the ball. Can have a free kick just behind halfway. He's going to knock it in to the box.
Desire. Oh, I'm about to receipt. Perez on the left. Finds Boardman. Keeps it coming out towards Ovo on the right. Good position for a one-on-one, but he delivers first. Oh.
And it comes out from Brandt. Back to Congera. Congera finds Melville White. Melville White finds Stanley, but Ovo's going to run onto it. And that is out by Holland, I think.
For a goal kick.
No,
nope.
Must. Yeah, I think it is a corner. Yep.
Referee's overruled.
And we've got a corner here. And we're going to whip it in. Mapri on the ball. Congera looks short, but I think we are going deep this time. Yep, Mapri knocks it in. And Josiah narrowly wide for Ridge Hills. Goal kick. And very special shout out as well to all our loyal supporters watching at home. You know, one special mention to Liz Parker, loving the commentary today, and we love to see that. Happy Mother's Day, Liz. We get a little bit of just a bit of back and forth in the midfield here, trying to find a bit of possession, and Teresi is able to regain it, plays it back to Perkins. What's Perkins going to do with it? He's going to lob it forward, looking for Ovo, but Brand is able to clear it only as far as Mapri. Mapri finds Melville White. Melville White back to Perkins. Bit of a bobble there, but Perkins is able to bring it back into the middle.
He's dealt with them very well all day, Perkins.
Yule to Bernard. To Mapri. Oh, and a bit of a missed touch there. And beautiful through there from Boardman, but Boardman isn't able to convert. Not a bad shot there from Boardman, but I think need a bit more on it to get past Palmer. Palmer brings it back. Gold, nice head to Congera. And Congera finds Stanley. But Russell is able to clear. Gold gets the ball, plays it through to Josiah. And what's Josiah going to do with it? Knocks it back to Gold. Gold tries to find Stanley. And Stanley gets the throw. Stanley to Mapri. Mapri gets dispossessed there by Russell. Russell looks for Johnson, but finds Melville White. Melville White back to Russell. And Russell now this time looking for Bolton, but finds Gold instead. Gold to Perez. Perez to Stanley. Bit of a mix-up there from Stanley and Mapri, but Gold gets possession again. And Gold's going to do a cross-field switch. Beautiful ball here. Is this going to go through? But no. Varant is able to clear it across the middle to Adams. Adams is able to play it back out to Johnson. And it'll be a Bardon throw.
Bit of a scrap there the last couple of minutes. Neither team really able to get the ball on the ground. Let's just see how much Ridge Hills try and push for an equaliser at the start of the second half. Be a little bit worried about giving too much space for Bardon on the break.
What can Ovo do here? Well, not a bad little shot there, but it's cleared out by Adams.
Mapri cleans up. Gets the ball into the box, but no luck.
Gold with the ball. He's going to have a dig here.
That is ambitious.
That is an ambitious effort. Also want to apologise in advance if anyone can hear some aggressive chewing here. The canteen is well stocked today, and the commentators are both very hungry.
Very well cooked chips.
Very well cooked chips. I've always said it. I trust
Same
the
old
chips
Bardon.
here. Same old Bardon. And Palmer is going to bring us back in. Looking for Yule and finds him. The man of the hour. Going to play it through for Bolton. Bolton knocks it across, but Melville White is able to clear.
So there's some pace from the young man Bolton on the right.
That's a bit of a wake-up call, though, for Bardon again, I think. You know, Ridge Hills have shown that they've got the quality in the counter-attack on a couple of occasions, and they've just been let down a little bit by, you know, kind of no one in the box for that return ball. But we've had two good runs up the wing, I think both by Bolton, and two nice little crosses across, you know, dangerous. And, yeah, they'll be disappointed not to have converted there. Ovo gets the ball in a dangerous area here. What can he do? He's running forward, but again, kicks it straight at the keeper. Barant looking forward for Sparks. Sparks with the ball. Sparks finds Stratford in the middle. Stratford back to Sparks. Sparks looking for Bolton, but that's a bit ambitious, I think. Instead, he gets whipped back into the Ridge Hills half, and Russell is able to clear. Russell through to Bernard. And what's Bernard going to do with it? He's going to knock it back through to Stratford. Stratford is going to look at the open left wing there of Johnson. And Johnson is going to look for a whip here, I think. But very safe clearance there from Matheson.
From Bardon. Conceded possession, but nice and tight and compact.
And I think we've got a Bardon throw here. Again, we're in gazebo territory now. And the rain has gotten even more aggressive. Big shout out to the Bardon tarpaulin. We get brought up. Looks for Boardman, but cleared by Holland.
His substitution being readied for Bardon Latrobe. Double change on its way. Who do we have coming on here? The light pole's a little bit in my way.
So that's Boardman off. And that's a big thing. We're going to change captains. We're not. And we've got Matty Owen on for Josiah.
It appears to be Francis Patricio coming on for the captain into the number 9 position. Owen across to the left for Josiah Perez.
And Patricio has proven to be quite a dangerous option in the last game that he's played against Yeronga. And I think when the fitness comes, he will be a force to be reckoned with. Melville White runs it up the line. What can he do here? He's looking for Ovo, but Ovo not ready. But Melville White is running through, and that is something you love to see.
That is out for a goal kick, but some good pressure. Big call to take your captain off at this stage of the game, Samuel.
It is.
He's been dangerous. He's had a very good game, Boardman. Unsure if there are some fitness or injury concerns or a tactical adjustment or what, but big decision to make. It'll be interesting to see how Patricio goes from here. With a big name signing for Latrobe this season. This is his second appearance off the bench, I believe.
It is. It is. And we've also had a change for Ridge Hills. We've had Bryce Drew come on for Sam Johnson. I think Johnson had quite a good game, to be honest. I think he was doing a lot of damage on the left wing there, so got big shoes to fill here. Nice clearance from Bernard. And he's looking for Bolton and finds him. Oh, and Bolton's able to get round Gold here. But Gold's able to get it on the second take.
I think that's going to be an important matchup in the second half. Out in that far wing. Pace of Bolton versus the strong defending of Gold. It certainly appears an outlet that Ridge Hills want to try and target.
While we're waiting for the corner, I think we'll give another special Happy Mother's Day shout out to On Lee in the canteen, because these chips are just delightful.
Some of the best I've had. And can I say I have sampled some chips around football clubs in this great city.
Nice whip in there from Ridge Hills. Perkins is able to fist it out, but looks like there was a foul on him anyway, so we'll take a safe clearance out.
Been very, very solid in goals today, Perkins, in pretty trying conditions, with some a lot of back passes to deal with, a lot of aerial balls, a lot of corners. He's done well. No risk again from the back.
What's Ovo going to do here? Oh, he's going to look through to try and get Stanley. He's able to get Owen, and this is, I think, Owen's first involvement in the game. He gets dispossessed. And Teresi
done well to
gives
keep
him
it
another
in there.
option. And Owen is back on the ball. What can we do here? Bit of fancy footwork. Oh, and he's
Very
able
well
to find
done.
Mappery. But a bit of a heavy touch there from Tyler Mappery. And the ball's cleared out for a Bardon throw.
Stanley on the edge of the box, fires a shot. That's a good effort. Keeper does well to get down low and save.
Yeah.
And secure from the on-rushing Bardon, Patricio and Ovenden.
Sometimes you just have to have a dig from there, and he's done that. Oh, and that's nice
Well
in the
done
middle
from
there.
Mappery.
Great from Mappery to Stanley. Stanley looks for Ovo and finds him. Ovo's running to the box. Can he get the cross in? He can, but not quite. Cleared through by Holland. Back to Barant. Baran's going to look up the line. He's only going to find Matheson there. And then Yule. But we've got a foul there. Handball. And we're setting up for a free kick from halfway from Holland. He's going to hit it into the mixer there. But safe hands there from Perkins. Perkins out to Matty Owen. Owen's going to look for Stanley. Finds him. Stanley going to knock it back to Gold. He's going to hit it forward. And we're going to take... Well, signalled for a foul, but we're going to play advantage here. Stanley with the ball. Stanley to Patricio. Patricio looks for Ovo. Ovo back to Patricio. Oh, it can't quite finish. And that's that was good play there from, I think it was Holland, who was able to get behind that. Ball's come forward again from Palmer.
Put a bit of pressure onto Perkins with that back pass there. He's done very well again.
But Yule's able to regain possession. Back to Matheson. And Matheson fires a very speculative effort through to Patricio. As we've seen often today, Palmer hits it all the way through to Perkins yet again. Now we're back in the midfield with Barant. Back to Palmer again. Palmer back to Barant. That's a dangerous ball there, and Patricio almost runs onto it.
Perhaps a little lucky with the foul there. There was contact and perhaps a little late, but definitely shoulder to shoulder. A couple of rolls afterwards, securing the free kick maybe. Might just be enough to encourage Ridge Hills to keep going along though. Pass out from the back, nearly coming undone.
That's it. Holland over the ball. We're going to go deep again. We are. And it's back to Perkins. Perkins out to Melville White.
It's a great throw.
That's an excellent throw. Melville White. Little 1-2 there with Ovo. Stratford clears it. Ovo with the ball. No, back to Melville White for the tidy throw. Brings it back in. Finds Stanley. Oh, Barant thinks it's his ball. Ref disagrees. Oh, and now he's going to get a talking to. You can't do that. And the referee is giving him a little talking to. He's going to send him on his way. As Melville White brings us in for a throw to Patricio. Patricio only finds Barant, and Barant knocks it out for another throw. Patricio on the ball. Finds Melville White, who knocks it in. Can't quite find Owen there, but can he get him on the return? He can. Oh, and that's nice from Owen. What can he do here? Oh, that is a interesting challenge there.
Stone cold penalty.
That is a penalty. We'll go back to that replay later, but Mapry with the ball, what are we going to do with it? It's been cleared there. It's been cleared.
That's, I think, another one where the old unwritten rule of, but I got the ball, sir, is
it's
come to fruition because that was from behind.
That was not a good challenge. We might get a second look at that later on. Yule is able to clear it only as far as Melville White. Melville White finds Ovo. What can Ovo do? He's going to dink it through to Mapry. Oh, that's very nice football. And Mapry unable to control it. He's been good though, Mapry, in the midfield here. He's been everywhere.
He's covered some ground. He's got on the ball a lot.
Palmer's bringing us back in for a goal kick. You can see the enthusiasm of Palmer running after the ball is waning a little bit in this wet weather. Brings it back in. and finds Gold. Gold knocks it back to Perkins. And Perkins is going to... Oh, that's not ideal from Perkins. He finds Bolton on the wing there. Bolton whips it in.
Well defended by
Well
Gold.
defended. And it's out for a corner. And it looks like we're going to get a replay of this. So Owen comes in on the ball and he's gone straight through the back of him. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm no referee, but that to me looks like...
That's a penalty.
That's a penalty.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to disagree with that.
Anyway, while we were watching that replay, there was a pretty tame corner from Ridge Hills, of which Perkins was able to deal with.
So, handball surely slapped away from the Ridge Hills defender.
Maybe we need to operate a bit of a VAR service up here.
Football Queensland, if you're listening.
Yeah. Will only be mildly biased. I'll call it 70-30.
It's better than nothing.
We do like Yule.
We do like your
He's been good.
interest, his involvement maybe waning a little bit as the second half goes on.
But he's been everywhere in the first half, so...
Oh,
Oh, and that's straight into Stratford from old Barant there.
Could hear that through the noise-cancelling headphones.
Yes, yes. He doesn't look phased by it, though. That guy he's a rock. And Ovo gets the ball, plays it through to Patricio. Patricio finds Congera. Congera finds Owen on the wing. Owen, who's he going to try and find? Is he going to get Patricio? No, he's going to play Gold, I think. Yep, Gold. What are we doing here? Yeah, he's going to play it back. Nice. This is healthy. Play it around the back. Nice little umbrella. Ode to Dave Bounds. And Melville White on the ball here. Oh, that's great. Through from Melville White to Congera. Congera looks for Patricio but can't quite find him. But he's going to get a second crack at it. And this time he's going to find Ovo. No, that's very good footwork there from Barant, who is able to clear it back. Stanley on the ball. He is getting touched all over by Holland. And I think we're just going to play a throw here, but that was an interesting tackling attempt from the centre back. Back to Melville White, and again off Holland for a Bardon throw.
Interesting turn of phrase from my co-commentator as well.
Sometimes you just have to call it as you see it. And it's brought back in, knocked out of the box there by Drew. And it gets to Matheson. Matheson to Owen. Owen's able to bring it down there. Able to beat Russell. And what can he do? Or he can find the better of Russell to Patricio. Patricio out to Congera. Oh, okay. There's a lot of bodies in the box there from Ridge Hills. They know they're not taking any chances.
No, couldn't quite get it out from his feet to get the shot away. We have a Bardon Latrobe player, Melville
White down.
May. Referee's blown the whistle.
And the referee stamping his authority on the game, which is something you love to see.
There's nothing. It's the reason we come to games of football.
It is.
To see that.
You've got to stamp dissent
exerted
out of the game, and I have a lot of respect for the referees in Queensland. They come down in these tough conditions, and I just cop it. So that's very good to see from the referee. Maybe Bernard will think twice before having another go.
It's been all Bardon Latrobe so far in this first 25 minutes now. We're into the second half. Very little threat aside from a couple of long balls and corners really on the Bardon Latrobe goal. Perkins has not looked particularly threatened. I think, to be honest, the hardest he's had to work has been a couple of those back passes that he's had to deal with. But it's 1-0, which is a dangerous scoreline. Not the most dangerous scoreline.
No.
But a dangerous scoreline.
No, it's not 2-0.
Bardon really going to want to maybe put away a second or a third here. The dominance they've had in the game, the control, the chances, deserve more than a 1-0 lead.
And when Melville White forced off the pitch here.
Will the substitution be coming, or are we?
No, I think we're just playing it out because physio. Gold gets the ball, plays it to Owen. Owen looking for Stanley there, but finds the touch line, but off a Ridge Hills player, so it is still a Bardon throw. And Melville White jogs back onto the field. Owen with the ball. Owen, bit of a monster through ball there for Stanley. I mean, the guy's good, but I don't think he's that good. That would have been a big run from Ben Stanley. And Sparks has the ball here in a dangerous position. Looks for Yule. Yule knocks it back through to Drew, but Perkins is able to collect. Oh, that's a great ball through from Mapri there. But Barant gets ahead to it, but Ovo, that's very unfortunate from Ovo. I really thought that he was able to keep that down, but it's just gone out. And no, it looks like Melville White is going to be done here. He is down and out again, and it looks like we've got the man, the myth, the legend, Laurent.
Long-awaited.
The long-awaited
debut?
Re-debut? Debut.
Competitive debut?
Competitive debut, yeah. He looked awesome in pre-season. We know what the man can do.
Long-time admirer from afar.
Looks like he's got a fresh cut too, so aerodynamic is going to be all-time high. And
he's already got pace in spades, so it's a bit unfair, really.
It is certainly unfair. I mean, you're going to be hard-pressed to be that left winger. You know, you're playing Melville White all game, and then suddenly he comes off and Laurent comes on. All the best, as I say. And we've got a first involvement of the game from Laurent with a throw. And that's a great throw there to Owen. And what can we do here from... We can get a goal.
There it is.
So it's just like... It's just textbook. It is textbook. What a debut from the man. He's my man of the match already with that.
That's an enormous call.
An enormous...
There have been some quality performances
I mean, he's
in the preceding 72 minutes and 50 seconds.
You name one thing he's done wrong since he stepped foot on the field.
If you look at it like that.
Yep.
The data speaks for itself.
Big
data.
That's
what
big
you do
data.
it every day.
And let's have a look at this replay here.
That's a great set move. You can see
Oh, look at that. The man in the moment. And that's awesome from Owen. That is a great chest down.
It is.
And that is a sensational finish there from Flynn Ovenden.
Great set move. Coach Mapri will be very pleased to see one from the training field translating to the pitch.
Patricio running through there on Holland. Gold with the ball. Gold knocks it forward to Stanley. Stanley to Patricio. Oh, this is beautiful. What can Patricio do here? Oh, it's a bit overhit there, but I think Ovo might get it. He does. But no one can get the return from Ovo. Probably a little bit too much pepper on that from Patricio.
Ovenden has speed, but you're asking a lot. That off that ball.
That's good there from Stratford. Over to Russell, their captain. Plays it through. Oh, Drew's going to run onto that, but unsuccessfully. And Perkins brings it back. And it is truly end-to-end football here. And that is a good take by Palmer. And Palmer is going to send it right back to Perkins.
Right back.
But Teresi has something to say about it. Finds Mapri. Mapri finds Laurent. Oh, and Laurent, tasty inside there. Back to Mapri.
That's some technical ability from the right back.
Mapri through. Looks for Patricio. Patricio, not that impressed. And now Gold has the ball. Back through to Adams. Adams looks for Bolton. Bolton. No, Bolton on the ball now. Oh no, looks like Drew's swapped, I think. I think Drew on the ball now. Yeah, I think Sparks has potentially moved out to the left, and Bolton has moved up into the number 9. Ovo with the ball, finds Stanley. Oh, that's a lovely flick on from Ben Stanley, but unfortunately just out.
Commentary favourite from the first half. Yule departing the field. Number 10.
We bring it back in, and that is Yule heading to the sheds. He has had a great game today. Very special shout out. He's been good to watch. And he has been replaced by number 10.
As we enter the final 15 minutes here, Bardon chasing, I think, just their 3rd clean sheet of the season.
And I genuinely have no idea who that was, because they're all wearing different shirt numbers to what is in Squatty. So
oh, wow.
I'm going to take this up with the ref after the game. Really made me look like quite a goose. All right, Perkins is able to collect.
What are the repercussions for incorrect squad numbers in Squatty?
Genuinely, who knows? Maybe they have to administer the competition. I don't know. It's
Not worth the risk, is
not worth the risk for sure. And that is
I'm sure Coach Mappery will be all over that, though, ensuring that that is all correct.
That is. I think this guy kind of looks, it might be Bevis. No, it might be Wood. It doesn't actually look like Wood either. Yeah, it's
Bevis Wood.
Yeah, it's one of them, or it could be someone else. An impact sub for the last 15 minutes of the game. When we bring it back in, and Gold is going to have a little whip. Going to look for Patricio. Isn't able to find him. Finds Adams instead. Adams to Stratford. Stratford is dispossessed by Congera, who is dispossessed by Adams. Clears it through, looking for our unnamed number 10. But he gets bested by Laurent, we think. Can't quite see.
Thanks to our kind sponsors at McDonald's.
Yeah.
At Springfield Lakes.
You take the sponsorship when you can get it. We're going to bring it back in for a throw for Ridge Hills. And Goldie with the ball. Oh, that's beautiful. Beats one, but it's out for a throw.
AR Redburn all over it on the far side. What a shift he's put in. I think some thanks to him in these trying conditions.
Yeah, he
Putting
looks.
his hand up to do.
He looks good out there. He is an athlete. He's a specimen. People have said.
And he's a true club man.
That's not a bad little challenge there from Sparks, but he's unable to retain possession. Ridge Hills gain it back. And it's the captain there with the ball. Looks through to number 10, who's put in a big shift there, but I think he's able to keep it in. That's good on him. Good on him. Gets the ball through, and Ovo is able to retain it. And then that is out from Bernard for a Bardon throw. We're just going to play ball there after a strange passage of play. Kind of people waiting for a foul that was never coming. And number 10's got the ball again. Heads it to himself. A bit of head tennis there. Finds Bernard, who finds Drew, who's playing in the midfield now. He then finds Sparks again. What can Sparks do with it? Oh, and Teresi goes maybe a little bit too hard into him. Oh, and a little 1-2 with Teresi and Sparks there.
Disappointed the light pole was in my way for that. I can Certainly imagine what Teresi did, though.
I think he's talking to the ref now, saying that it was all ball.
No doubt.
Probably lucky to walk away without a yellow there.
Perkins appears to be getting his shoelace done up. It's good preparation for the final few minutes of the game.
And we get a whip in there
Well
from
won
Stratford.
by Teresi.
And Goldie clears it through to Ovo. What's Ovo going to do with it here? Hits it through to Matty Owen. Bit of a speculative through ball back there to Ovo.
Had a little bit more time than I think he realised.
And Mapri finds the ball. And that's a nice little acrobatic header there from Matheson for the clearance. Goldie, nice little clearance there. Finds Patricio. Strong challenge there from Holland in the back. A bit of a Bardon bounce there as he gets the return ball. And Lorenz sees this out for a goal kick. Perkins sprinting to get the ball. And it looks like we're going to have a double substitution here for Ridge Hills, with who we think is Bernard coming off.
So for the Ridge Hill faithful at home, apologies for any incorrect names we've been calling throughout the game.
I think that's definitely Mahoney, who's just come on, number 40. I recognise that mop anywhere in the photo. Kind of there. And then we've also had Wood come on as well. And I think Wood's come on there for Bolton on the right. So that's, again, that was a good game from Bolton. He was quite dangerous in the chances that Ridge Hills had. So yes, I want to take a punt and say that this is potentially Bevis on the left wing.
I'm happy to run with it, Samuel.
Bit of a speculative shot there. Lino flags for offside though. Yes, and we've got about 7 minutes plus stoppage here left.
Well, based on the first half, we could have 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes of
We
stoppage
could.
time, I would imagine.
We could.
When you've got a ref like this who lives and breathes, dies for it, he
Yeah.
wants to spend as long as he can out there, unimpacted by the conditions.
As we all would in this situation. And Perkins is going to bring us back in. Finds Holland there in the back, but Mapri dispossesses. He's played well today. He's going to have a dig here. Probably may not have been the option. But
I had a few runners streaming forward in front of him there. That was an interesting choice, I think. I think if he's going to watch that one back on the video, he'll wonder if he maybe had some other options instead.
and while we're waiting for this break in play, I would bring it back in from Palmer. Finds Teresi. Teresi again, the double. First ball and second ball. Is he going to get third ball? He is going to get third ball. That man, everywhere. And we're going to get a foul and Bardon ball. While we're waiting for that to set up, shout out to our under 13 Div 14. A 4-0 win today against Caboolture.
You love to see it.
You love to see it. You love to see it. We also got the coach's son, I think, on the score sheet here, which is something else you love to see as well. That's great work there, Ian, and team. And it's Stanley in the box there. Stanley gets the ball back. What can he do with it? He's dancing around. He's dancing around. He's going to play Owen. Owen's going to play Ovo. Ovo's going to play Mappery. Mappery's going to have a dig. Not a bad effort, to be fair. He found it through the legs of the Ridge Hills defenders.
A lot of bodies back in the box.
But Palmer was able to take it. I think Russell clears it up and finds the touch line there. And that is a touch finder. Big shout out to the Bardon faithful on the far side there, retrieving the match ball. It's club culture. And Ovo's able to retrieve that there. And Stanley with the ball. What can he do here? Oh, unlucky. That is unlucky. That was a good chance to put this away.
That's fantastic from Odin. 86th minute of the game.
Still running.
That pressure. You cannot stop for 90 minutes when you've got someone like that coming at you.
I'll tell you, that was a very, very good opportunity to put the game out of reach for Ridge Hills. And we've got Goldie bringing it in for a throw. Finds Patricio. Patricio back to Goldie. Goldie whips it through. No one in the box there. And Adams clears it.
Touch.
Actually, sorry, that was Barand. Clears it for touch. While we're waiting for that ball as well, another shout out to our under 14 girls team.
Replay here, the chance for.
Oh, yep, you go.
For Stanley.
Beautiful.
Oh, good save. Gets down well, saves with his foot.
He's been good. The keeper's been good.
He
I
has.
think, you know, we have hit a few at him, but he's been able to deal with that.
There's a good chance though to kind of seal that 3-0.
Congera with the ball. Back to Laurent. What's Laurent going to do with it? He's going to find Mappery. Mappery's going to look for Ovo maybe. No, he's going to look for Stanley. Stanley back heel to Mappery. That's lovely football. Mappery, what's he going to do with it? He's going to get the whip in. Oh, that's not, that's delightful. Patricio to Stanley. Oh, Stanley can't quite get it away, but then he can.
That's a good tackle.
That is a good tackle. And so I was finishing earlier, a 2-all draw for our under 14 girls team today against Toowong. So hard game, and Toowong are always always up for it against us. So that's a great result. Great work.
Local derby. There's some mop there from number 40 from Ridge Hills.
And Palmer drills it out for a throw. And Laurent sprinting up to take the ball, being told by Ovenden, why are you running?
Let's get a third. You can tell which players played since the first whistle. And
well, I mean, we were here about 15 minutes ago as Laurent was setting up a beautiful finish. So time will tell. Another great ball in. Looks for Patricio. And I think Owen was a bit around it there. And Palmer's going to bring this back out. He's going to look for Wood there. But Wood is... Oh, it looks like Mappery is... looks like that's a foul there. I didn't quite see that, but I think Mappery's potentially held on to one of the players. But nevertheless, it's going to be a Ridge Hills free kick.
Dangerous position. Clean sheet on the line here for Bud. I think they'd really, really like to hold on to that. Third of the season, second in a row. Sets themselves up really well.
It certainly does. And we see Stratford over this. And I think when this ball goes out of play, we might look towards our man cave man of the match, Gilbert. And he hits this. That's a nice ball, to be fair. But Perkins is able to clear. And he's able to clear that and take it down. Bit of a Pickford there. Something you love to see when you're in the lead. And the ref is clearing him out.
Afters going on there. Unsurprised to see Teresi involved.
I'm shocked for one. And as Perkins is looking to bring it out, I think I'll pass over to my co-commentator, Gilbert Albertson, for our man cave man of the match. Who are you picking today, mate?
Very difficult. It's been a great performance all round, I think, across the field for Bardon Latrobe today. But it's hard to go past the goal scorer, the man pressing from the front and leading the team, the man wearing the...
We've got some late drama here. I'll just stop you there. Sorry, Gil. The ball comes through, and the ref is claiming that I think Matheson or Perkins has taken their striker out here. I'll have a look at the replay and have a look here. So the ball's been played over the top, and Teresi's come through, and I'm not really sure what's happened there. But
yeah, I'm not sure the replay really gives us the answers we're looking for on that one.
yeah, we'll have to
Look, I'm not entirely sure how much ball either Perkins or Teresi got there, but at the same time, the Ridgefield player seems to stay on his feet. So I'm not entirely sure what offence has been committed.
yeah, that is an interesting one, and it's a shame for the guys. I mean, I back Perkins here. The guy's a weapon, so we'll have to wait and see. But obviously, clean sheet could be in doubt here, and that's a shame considering how much they've dominated this game. But come on, Perkins, the wall. Unfortunate there, unfortunate. Teresi with the ball, bringing it back up. We've got a squeaky ending.
So well taken penalty. Waits for the keeper to move first. As you see there on instant replay. Matheson boots the ball up towards Patricio. Gambles on that one going in behind, unfortunately.
And that's gone straight out. While we're waiting for this to come back into play, we'll go back to Gilbert for the man of the match.
I think, yeah, tough decision today, but Flynn Ovenden for me, man of the match. Man Cave, man of the match.
Yeah,
fantastic goal, 90-minute performance. Wearing the captain's armband to see out the game as well.
Absolutely.
Man Cave, man of the match.
And great assist as well for the that first goal too.
Absolutely.
So he's been all over the pitch today. Obviously, some special mentions. Perkins has been really good in net. Our captain, Austin Boardman, again, a superb performance. And Ben Stanley as well. Love that man. And he's done a great job on the field as well in midfield. But yes, hard to go past Flynn Ovenden as our man of the match. Special mention as well to Yule from Ridge Hills. Fan favourite.
I really hope we got the right name for number 4 now.
And Russell with the ball there. Only finds Gold.
Tick down into what must be the final seconds.
Back through.
Time here.
And Teresi, safe head. But to Sparks. Sparks is going to have a dig from here. And that is a speculative effort when you've got dying seconds on the clock.
Yep.
And that is full time here at Bowman Park for this rainy Mother's Day special. Bardon Latrobe 2, Ridge Hills 1. It was an interesting contest. I think one that the score sheet probably doesn't quite reflect.
No, I think any neutral observer will say that Bardon Latrobe were the stronger team for most of the match. Solid all-round performance. Disappointed to lose the clean sheet. I think 2-0 probably would have said a little bit more about that scoreline. Just Ridge Hills didn't create a whole lot. Thought Perkins was fantastic, but at the same time didn't have too many saves to make either.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, that's another game, another FQPL5 match here at Bowman Park. Thank you all for joining us. I hope everyone has had a very happy Mother's Day, and we will see you again in a couple of weeks' time for another match.
Thank you, Sam.
Thank you.